Hey, welcome back to another Black City coffee vlog. In this coffee break series, I'm just in desperate need of some coffee, so coffee break time. We're just going to cup now that second attempt light roast that I showed you guys on IG. And I don't need that much caffeine, so just have a bit here from these little cupping session, and that should be it for me. So, like I was saying, I wanted to cup my second attempt against their light again. I showed you guys, I feel like I got the color. Jared from SA Coffee, I've been connecting with him on IG. I think that's how you say it, sorry. Said it was pretty close. So to a very skilled eye, I said, yes. I found these, I wanted to show you these. Whenever you are roasting and you have a roast day, you're gonna have some leftover. That's not all gonna fit in 12-ounce bags. So I thought it was pretty brilliant is to get one of these like food safe containers that I could put my extra beans in. And then if I wanted to, I could put it in a 4-ounce or whatever if it's not too late or anything. But I like the fact that they could stay here instead. And they've been really helpful just around the kitchen. I got like 30 of them. I wanna cup these. I wanna see if I can pick up those notes again. I wanna tell you the adjustments that I made, and really briefly, it was just like, yeah, I just basically changed the charge temperature from 375 to 370, yes. And I just thought that kind of blew my mind because I didn't think 5 degrees would make a difference. But as I was making that, why I made that change was just because I was looking at the size of the beans, the greens, right? I was like, small ones, big ones, okay. That was too hot, obviously. I'm almost tipping the roast. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try, I've never tried it before, just lower it by 5 degrees. Cause I was thinking, is it 360? And then I was thinking, and then I was roasting this decaf before and I was like, I roast my decaf at 375. Like I feel like if I go any lower, it's not going to be enough energy to carry it through. So, you know, I just didn't feel comfortable going below 375. I was just like, I don't think that's gonna work. And then finally I just decided to choose 370 because I thought that was a good compromise. It wasn't really based on anything more. Let me refresh my roast path and pull up my thing. And I did much better on my mid phase, which I wanted to do. Remember, initially I wanted to do 330, so this time I got 327. Better. Not the best, but better. And then I did a 20% development in the third phase. I got a little bit of tail action where I was afraid I was gonna like bake it or whatever, but I guess we'll find out when we cup it. But yeah, that was the big change. 370 charge, 1 minute soak. Green to yellow was at 5:14. First crack was at 8:41, and I dropped it at 10:53 with a 3 minute and 27 second mid phase and a 2 minute 12 last phase, third phase. All these names, all right. Stop, clear, start. So many changes have been going down. I'm really excited about a couple of projects that I've been working on kind of in the background, not rushing them or anything, but something that is happening pretty soon is coffee from Siempre Verde Farms, always green, is shipping their coffee to us very soon. Bleh. And that'll be going live on the site, I believe, in June. But they have been shipped. I got proof of it. And I'm so excited. I did this so quickly. And it's so nice to have the set here because then I can do stuff quickly when I feel like I just want to make content, which is not always the best way to make content, but I needed like a pick-me-up today. I've been doing a lot of organizing and just a lot of like housework, which has been more than enough PT for me. So I feel like I deserve this little coffee break. We'll also bring up their tasting notes once again. So again, we're looking for orange marmalade, vanilla, brown rice syrup, black tea, candied almond, milk chocolate. Sweetness was heavy, simple syrup, a full big coating mouthfeel, with an aftertaste of candied almond, red currant jelly, orange jelly, sweet spice, vanilla, French butter, lemongrass. Lemongrass was the note I was like really intrigued about tasting because that's one I recognized. I was like, red currant jelly, I don't know. Sweet spice, yeah, some fresh butter, I don't know about that. Candied almond, I don't know about that. But the lemongrass, I really wanted to see if I could get that. And with me finishing around 2 minutes, I'm wondering, because I remember Derek would roast his lights and he would drop them sometimes less than 2 minutes post first crack, because he's going for that very light roast, I guess. And it's funny because there's no consensus of like, hey, light roast is this, except I think with color, perhaps. But I wonder how different types of coffee, decaf, for example, would you run into different problems about color? Because already decaf out the gate is already a couple shades darker than regular caffeinated green, right? So super interesting, complex, I'm sure. We're 3 minutes in. It's time to taste this boy. Still a touch hot. Let's wait a little bit longer, like another. I also wanted to cup these pretty soon. I roasted maybe 2 days after I did that roast. It doesn't really make sense, I guess, in the videos that are coming out on YouTube, but basically I roasted my first attempt and then 2 days later I roasted my second attempt, okay? And I've had these just sort of sitting in here, so I don't know how well, like, it's just like this, right? So I don't know how well it's even encapsulating the right flavor, you know, like, you know what I mean? So it's not sealed, so air's getting in there and maybe, you know, messing with the flavors a little bit, versus like if I just roasted it and I waited 24 hours and everything. But we're about 5:30 in. Let's go ahead, give this a cup. Choked on that one. I don't get the lemongrass in either of them. This one here is Mill City Roasters. This one's mine. Both actually really good. I think it's really nice to have something a little bit more heavily bodied in the middle of the day. Brown rice here for sure. Black tea for sure. Candied almond. It is nutty, which I don't know if it's almond. To me, on mine, it's more like a walnut because of the tannin quality of it, like the black tea quality of it, the astringent quality of it, and just very nutty and earthy. Good. Mill City Roasters is still quite bright. Juicy though. Juicy in a way, yeah. Bruh, mine is good. It tastes good. It's way better than my first attempt for sure. The first attempt was flat, right? I was getting cardboard, I was getting wood, I was getting wet cardboard wood, and it was flat. And I knew it was because of that mid phase. And my biggest question was how, and I'll email them and I'll email a bunch of people. How and when do I need to elongate my middle phase? Is it always? Does it always? I mean, I should be writing all this stuff down. This got a score of 86.25. Mine's good though, and I'm happy with this second attempt. There was a nice brightness and it's balanced with a nice body. I'd say Mill City Roasters is a touch more brighter though, for sure. So if I were to guess, because I don't know, if I were to guess Mill City Roasters roast curve, I think Derek or whoever roasted it dropped it before 2 minutes. And what did I do? So I kept it in there for 2 minutes 12. Maybe they're at like 1 minute 53 or something. And with roasting, what I did learn from that whole experience was that the minute changes that I was making, which in my mind in theory, I've heard that before. I've heard that, you know, you can make a tiny change, it'll make a big difference, but I didn't know what it really meant because I didn't have a lot of experience, and I didn't know where and why and how I would be using that concept of small changes make big differences. And here I found it in the charge temp. You're finding it here. I'm finding it here in cupping is in the development phase, the last phase. Leaving it in there for just a couple more seconds makes a big difference, or makes a difference. I don't know if it's a big difference. Like, obviously, when I compare them side by side, I feel like mine is okay. It's a good tasting coffee. Would I call it, because of its body, I don't know if I'd call it a light coffee. Oh, yeah, I would. As it's cooling, it's getting brighter. Mill City Roasters, brighter, even more brighter, even more bright, which is interesting. We're in the 11th minute now, post the brew, right? The 4-minute brew. How cool, like I was still able to like learn and a lot actually from this whole experience without them even teaching something. But I hope I learned something real. Like they're like, oh yeah, you learned, but you learned something wrong. So I would have to go and validate my findings, right? I'd have to go and spend the time and kind of like present my findings to Mill City Roasters, which I will do. It's just a lot of stuff going on right now, so I'm a little busy to sit down and write that email, but it's coming. And that would really help me, like, once I get certain validations on certain concepts, then I can stick a pin in it and be like, cool, I've truly leveled up this way, and I can, or if that's not the case, I'll be like, okay, back to the drawing board, and what I thought is maybe a little mixed up, you know. I feel like I'm getting good results, right? So I'm cupping this, I feel like it tastes good. It's definitely not flat. Yay! It doesn't taste stale, doesn't taste peanuts, you know. Like, the data looks good. That's cool. I like it. I dig it. It's a perfect coffee for this coffee break. Yeah, it's getting brighter. I think I'll just go ahead and drink some now. Really good coffee. Delicious. Delicious. It's like I'm almost eating like a dark chocolate bar or something. It's very sweet. It's on the sweeter side of coffees, even though it has that nice brightness. And I think when you do have like a chocolate bar, there is a sort of acidity that comes with it. When you really like, I eat chocolate like a little chipmunk, where I'm like, I'll bite a tiny piece and then I'll just suck on it forever until it's gone. And I let the flavors sort of linger around and smell it and try to take it in. And there is like a brightness to some some chocolates. And I'm kind of getting that when I actually drink it. When I actually drink this coffee, right? It's because I think there is a different feel when you swallow it versus when you spit. Naughty jokes aside. It's good. It's good. So, yeah, those are my findings. I will link my roast curve in the description. I know you guys always like that. If you took the class, let me know in the comments. Let me know how it went for you. I believe my new friend Tyler was hitting me up in the DMs, letting me know what his findings were. And yeah, really cool. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.